Well, thank you, Kevin, for writing and working with us on that beautiful piece of yours. And now I'm going to introduce our favorite violinist, Daniel Hyman, who you've heard working overtime on that piece. And he will be talking a little bit about the great classic that inspired Kevin's instrumentation, Johannes Brahms Trio, Opus 40 for piano, violin, and Waldhorn in E flat. Daniel, take it away.
This four-movement piece is a distinctly personal work, rooted in nature, and one that audiences were slow to accept. Brahms specified the Waldhorn, a natural horn in E flat without valves. Here, when we say E flat, it means not just sounding a major sixth lower than written, it's the instrument's basic key. It provides that key's open tone, sometimes called the chord of nature.
What? Oh, come on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. Okay. Thanks. My screen went dark. So besides the key open tones from the fundamental E flat and its overtones, there's hand stopping, which adds the non-key tones. Also, significantly, makes the timbre gentler and, in Brahms's words, more poetic. He insisted whenever he performed this piece that the hornist play a natural horn. But in modern times, as in today's performance, the more modern valved French horn is used. Brahms himself had studied the Waldhorn along with piano and cello when he was a boy. The work presents several such oddities that could have given new audiences a lot to process. Alone among Brahms's chamber music, the first movement, Andante, uses extended song structure. The usual sonata-form aspects occur in the scherzo and the rondo. The Andante's opening theme came to Brahms on a spring morning walk among nearby fir trees. His walking pace is built into the 2/4 Andante motion, and you can hear it as the work begins. All four movements are based in the key of E flat, so structural harmony varies within the movements rather than between them. The uniform key was also unusual among Brahms's extended works.
The second movement is the scherzo with trio, like in the Shostakovich. Noah has called that movement the hardest, but I always found it the most fun. It's the only one that I ever performed before, way back in 1966 at Roslyn High School with Jacqueline Ross and Alan Belling. The slow third movement was the first of many pieces that Brahms wrote in memory of his mother, who died in 1865.
The work is suffused with a sweet nostalgia for such aspects of the composer's early life. The third movement, Adagio Mesto, quotes a folk song or nursery rhyme. Dort in den Weiden steht ein Haus. Very slowly and softly, the Brahms's mother Johanna had sung to him. When it's faster and louder with a galloping rhythm, it becomes the main theme of the joyous fourth movement, Rondo.
Brahms biographer Jan Swafford, who's a very dear friend of mine at Harvard, has written, certainly the trio presents balance problems with the horn tending to dominate. Now that instrument's greater proximity to the camera and microphone tended to augment rather than diminish those problems in our recording, but listening to it afterwards, we oldsters didn't so much mind taking a back seat to, so to speak, to letting our new young friend shine, as it were, in the oral limelight.
We hope you enjoy listening to this piece as much as we enjoyed working on it.
And now here as our grand finale is the Brahms Horn Trio, all four movements, Andante, Allegro, Adagio Mesto, and Allegro con brio.